How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. I'm Red Husky. Do you remember that old game Plague Inc? Or for my even older subscribers, Pandemic 2? In that game, you get to play as a virus, and your whole goal was to infect everyone in the world before Madagascar catches a single whiff of someone sneezing and closes their borders for good. In hindsight, maybe that game didn't age so good. But what if I told you we have Pandemic 2 at home? Welcome to my first deck video of Surging Sparks. I gotta tell you guys, I've been cooking. I have a bunch of new decks that I've been refining and want to try out. Last night I didn't get any sleep because I was cooking up this one, so if I sound like I'm hopped up on caffeine, I am. This is a deck that I like to call the Super Spreaders. It's a single price deck using our favorite legendary trio, the Lake Guardians. Y'all like them, right? That's the most well-liked trio? No? Well, look, we use two of them anyway. You can throw in Mesprit, but we are mainly using Uxie as our big spreader. Its main attack reads that for 1 energy, you can put 2 damage counters on all of the opponent's Pokemon. Doesn't sound like a whole lot, right? Just a little chip damage here and there might take down some low HP basics, but what about the stage 2 Pokemon? For that, we have Azelf. For a Psychic and a Colorless, Azelf does 10 damage to 1 Pokemon, plus 10 for every damage counter on the opponent's board. So if you get 1 hit off with Uxie, follow up with Azelf, assuming you do no other damage, you're hitting for 130 damage on a normal bench. On a loaded Area 0 bench, that's 190 damage. And sometimes that's still not enough to get a KO on a beefy stage 2. But don't worry, we have several options here to push damage over there. First of which is Froslass. Its Freezing Shroud ability makes it so that all Pokemon with abilities take 10 damage every time the turn changes. We played 3 of them because it does stack. Keep in mind that it does do damage to your Pokemon with abilities as well. Now, if only we had a way of moving that damage to their side. Munkidori is a Pokemon with an ability called Adrenabrain, which makes it so that when you have a dark energy attached, you can take 30 damage off of your Pokemon and push it somewhere else. This is a way to keep your ability Pokemon alive, and we do play Bibarel, so you're going to want it. And the third option we have is our tools. We play 2 Vengeful Punch, which makes it so that when a Pokemon is knocked out, you deal 40 damage back to the attacker. We prefer this over Rocky Helmet because we have very low HP and will probably get one shot every time. Our ace spec is also Deluxe Bomb, which does the same thing except with 120 damage. Then there's Radiant Alakazam. His main purpose is just to help our math and take knockouts on Pokemon that are right on the brink and just need that little extra push. So before I explain the loop, let me show you the basic list. Here is our Pokemon list. We play 3 Uxie, 3 Azelf as our main attackers. We have 3 Snorunt and 3 Froslass as our spreaders. We play a 1-1 line of Bibarel for draw support. If you prefer Pheasantipity for this, go for it. I only put Bibarel so that it would be a true single price deck, because it has been a while since we've had a good one. And lastly, we have Radiant Alakazam because we love it when the math works in our favor. So when setting up, we played 3 Buddy-Buddy and 4 Arven. An ideal turn 1 going second has us playing Arven for Buddy-Buddy, getting us another Uxie in a Snorunt or a Bidoof, depending on whether you want to set up draw support or more spread first. If you're playing a deck without that many abilities, you may want to go for Bidoof. And from there, hit with Uxie to spread damage all over. I wouldn't even bother getting Azelf at this point in the game. You want to spread damage first and then use Azelf in the late game to clean up. Once your Uxies start going down, then you can consider it, but you really want to have at least 2 Uxies and as many Froslass as you can bench in the beginning. If you manage to get out a Vengeful Punch on Uxie, that's the best case scenario, because now they can start hitting you. And they'll either spend all their bosses to get Uxie out, or they'll take a hit back when they knock it out. When they do, we have a couple of things that happen for us. Not only do they take 40 damage, we're now behind on prizes. This activates Counter Catcher, which is a boss's orders with extra steps, and it also activates our new tool, Counter Gain, which says attacks cost 1 colorless less if you're behind on prizes, which means Azelf gets to hit for only 1 psychic energy. This is great for the late game. And it activates our main draw supporter, Cynthia's Ambition, which lets us draw up to 8 cards when a Pokemon was knocked out last turn. If you choose to play Pheasantipity, that's another 3 cards still. So we are okay with a slow setup. Single prizers are built for that. Slow and Steady really does win it in Pandemic 2, and it wins it here. Here's our trainer list. It's 3 Buddy-Buddy Poffins, 1 Hisuian Heavy Ball, 3 Ultra Ball, 2 Switch Carts since most of our Pokemon are basics, but also 1 regular Switch just in case our Bibarel or Froslass gets trapped in the active, 2 Night Stretcher, 2 Counter Catcher, 2 Earthen Vessels, and 1 Lost Vacuum for our items. For supporters, we have 2 Crispin, so that we can get a little bit of energy spread, which can help us power up Azelf in one turn if we're not behind on prizes. 1 Iono, 4 Arven, and 2 Cynthia's Ambition. For tools, we have 2 Vengeful Punch, 2 Counter Gain, and 1 Deluxe Bomb. And for stadiums, we played 2 Artazon. And finally, a total of 10 energy, 4 Luminous, 4 Psychic, and 2 Dark. I do love me the versatility of Luminous because it can go to Munkidori or our main attackers depending on what's needed. So that's our 60. And normally this is the part where I go deeper into the math stuff, but that's not as easy to do with this one because there's really no telling how much damage you can be putting out each turn because of how many variables there are. Instead, what I'm going to do is run through the big matchups and tell you what ability Pokemon that they play so that you'll know whether or not you need to prioritize Froslass, as well as tell you the HP totals of their biggest Pokemon. Let's start with Charizard since that's probably still the most popular deck out there. Charizard is an ability Pokemon with 330 HP. It also likes to play Pidgeot, which has 280 HP and also has an ability. They play Rotom V, another ability Pokemon with 190, and sometimes they play Pheasantipity with 210, Dusclops with 90, and Dusknoir with 160, Bidoof 120, Manaphy at 70, Radiant Charizard 160. Point is, they play tons of abilities. Get your Frostlasses up in here, 3 if you can. Manaphy does not block any of the damage done here. The only thing that can is Rabsca, Toedscruel, and Mist Energy, and even then, that's only for Uxie. Side note, Enamorous V can block Froslass. I did a whole video about that. Please watch it. I'm very proud of that list. Regidrago V-Star does have an ability and has 280 HP. Its main supporter, Ogerpon, also has an ability with 210. Sometimes it plays Mew EX at 180, so Froslass is worth it here too. Keep in mind, though, that your Snoruns have 60 HP and can get sniped by Dragapult. Speaking of Dragapult, this is the one matchup that I just can't seem to do well against. This one's tough. Dragapult doesn't have an ability, but if they play the Xatu build, you can at least take them out. They have 100 HP and an ability. If they don't play this build, I don't really think you need as much Froslass here. They do play Pidgeot, Rotom, Pheasantipity, so do it at your own discretion. Just know that Phantom Dive eats up Snorunt, so it's a little dangerous. Miraidon has seen a resurgence because of Pikachu EX and is now an Area 0 deck, which is great because we love big benches and hate social distancing. Miraidon has an ability and 230 HP, Raikou V does and has 200 HP, Pikachu EX does and also has 200, and the ability Resolute Heart is pretty much pointless here because it'll either not have full HP when we hit it, or it will and it'll die to Froslass in between turns. This deck plays so many different things and practically all of them have abilities. You will want Froslass here. Watch out for Iron Hands though, because that is the worst thing to happen to single prizers. Speaking of Area 0, we also have Terapagos. While it doesn't have an ability, it does play a ton of decently low HP ability Pokemon. Bouffalant with 100 HP, Noctowl with 100, Fan Rotom with 70, along with some others teched in there who are almost always there because of their abilities. Froslass would be good here. Iron Thorns EX is a deck that only plays 4 Pokemon, and all of them have abilities, because all of them are Iron Thorns. This one has 230 HP. Very happy to say that we do pretty well in this matchup too. I would dare to say do play Froslass, but don't play Bidoof here. Our low switch count could be pretty bad if they trap it in the active with how many bosses orders and counter catchers they play. God, I hate this deck. Raging Bolt has 240. It does not have an ability, but Ogerpon does. It also plays Squawk and Radiant Greninja at 130. I think it's optional here. You probably do want the extra spread damage, but there's not a lot of urgency to get them up. I would probably prioritize getting Uxies on the field and spread damage that way. Tianpao is full of abilities. It has 220 HP itself, and Baxcalibur has 160. This one also plays Greninja, which means you'll want to take that out before that can be a problem. That 90 damage to 2 Pokemon is not good for our health. Lugia V-Star is also pretty full of abilities. It has 280 HP, and its main supporter Archeops has 150. Taking out these things is so paramount to beating this deck that I would say that even though Cinccino does not have an ability, it is worth playing as many Froslass as you can, so that Archeops can't keep supplying energy. Giratina is a lot of fun to play against because of all the 70 HP Comfies. These go down so easily to Froslass that, yes, I would say play it here, even though Giratina doesn't have an ability. Cramorant also has 110 HP with an ability, so if they bench that, that's another easy target. And yes, play it in Snorlax Stall. Good god, I hate that deck too. Let it rotate already. But that's all the yapping I wanted to do for this one. I'm really excited to show you the gameplay, so there will be minimal editing on this, as I would love nothing more to get this video out really quickly. Hey, welcome to Game 1. We're coming in with our Super Spreaders deck. The first match I did was a really bad showcase. We got our Snorunt donked on turn 1, so that wasn't good. So we're gonna try again. We're gonna go into it and hope that we start the way we want to, so that we can actually showcase what this deck can do. All right, opponent's going first, which is good because we like going second on this one. And we start Snorunt. Not ideal. I would rather start with Uxie, but that's all right. We'll work with it. Pikachu EX. I wonder if this is the Miraidon build, or if this is its own thing. No, I feel like if it were Miraidon, he would have gotten a Miraidon. Not too worried about Pikachu EX, just because it is kind of built to do 300 damage. It's built to knock out like big Pokemon. So I'm okay with the fact that it can't really do that right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and Crispin. Let's get both of these. Let's put the Psychic in our hand, and let's put the Dark on the Munkidori. I'm really just trying to thin. You know what? Why not? Let's get a little bit of damage on the board. Push comes shove, we could just attach a Psychic Energy next turn and Mind Bend. 60 damage and a Confusion. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I do want to pull this before I evolve it though. Actually, yeah, they're both one retreat. We'll see what we can do. Ah, they're using the Blissey EX build. Okay. I gotcha. Choose your benched Pokemon. Attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to each of them. Okay, that makes sense. But I do feel like this is kind of a waste, because you gotta discard 3 energy from this Pokemon in order to do 300 damage. You really only need 90 damage to take out a fully evolved Froslass. So this is going to be a little bit of a waste. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and pull it. I'm okay with that, because we are going to be doing some damage with Munkidori. I'm not too stressed about the fact that... Well, okay, here, let's do this. Let me stop yapping. Let me start getting some work done here. Bidoof. Let's hold the Earthen Vessel for now. And let's go ahead and confuse. He's going to have to take the coin flip, because otherwise he's most likely going to try to power up a different Pikachu EX, and that would kind of be a waste. We'll see what he's doing here. If he's got the Blissey, he can switch. Okay, he's got that. Okay. He's got the attack. He wants the Froslass, though. Can he do it? He got it. Okay. Understandable. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in with Azelf. Now that we are down a prize, we can attack for just 1 psychic energy. And let's do the math here. We got 100 damage, 110 damage. Now if I do this, let's pull it off of Radiant Alakazam. Let's put it right there. We now have exactly enough to take it out. I'm going to Night Stretcher back my Snorunt. Actually, I think I'd rather have... Yeah, this might look kind of stupid, but I'm gonna get Bibarel. Okay, good. That's what we want. All right. And then I'm gonna prioritize taking out the Bibarel. And you know what? Let's go ahead and get a second. Yep. Let's get a second Snorunt going. There we go. Took out Pikachu EX. And its whole deal doesn't get to work. Like to see that. Alright. We've got a Lost Vacuum and a Buddy-Buddy. Now this does mean that our Counter Gain does not work anymore, so we do have to keep that in mind. We are going to need to attach a second energy if we want to hit with Azelf again. Looks like he's just going for the Blissey attack. I mean, he can do that. It's 70 HP. Would not be the worst play. Nope. What's he going for? Snorunt, probably. Bibarel. Oh, is he just trying to trap it in the active? That would be a good play if that's what he's doing. Ultra Ball, what we getting? Blissey? No? He just failed it. Probably just going to be Bibarel for 3 more. Nope, concede. Nice. Alrighty, onward to game 2. Our first match went pretty well. We took out a Pikachu EX and the opponent just could not come back from that. Pretty sure they conceded after they tried to search for a Blissey and could not find one. That's what I think happened, at least. Really? As many basics as we play, we couldn't pull a single one? Alright, well now he knows that we got Froslass, so screw it, let's just go all out with that. Let's see what we're up against. I've been seeing a lot of Pikachu EX on the ladder. A lot of Dusknoir too. Gotta love that. Alrighty, one mulligan, and we start with Snorunt. We keep doing that. Not a big fan of that. Ooh, Dialga V-Star. That's fun. Haven't played that in a bit. I like that card. That's really nice. With Magneton. So Metang and Magneton both have abilities. I don't think Dialga does. No, I don't think it does. Alright, so let's just go ahead and Vengeful Punch, because we're most likely not going to be able to get that out of the active. I want this and I want this. Actually, I don't really need another Snorunt right now. Let's instead get Bidoof. Let's stick a Vengeful Punch on that as well, just in case he bosses it, because it is a pretty nice target right now, since very obvious that I'm trying to power it up. And he's got the V-Star. He's already got a Metang as well, so he doesn't need very much to knock us out. Okay, Iono. That's actually good for me. I need that. What does he bring me into? Okay, Night Stretcher will get me this Snorunt back after it dies, so that is good as well. And Ultra Ball could get me a Bibarel, assuming it's not prized. He is also going to have to knock out the Snorunt, because I don't think he has any way of taking it out of the active. Yep, okay. He gets a little bit of knockback. Good. Alright, so now we're either going to want to get a Froslass or Bibarel. I would prefer Bibarel. So let's grab... okay, so let's first Night Stretcher, back to Snorunt. Let's place an Azelf. I am going to Vessel away the Vacuum, because I don't think we're going to need it. And what am I going to do next? Let's check what we have in there. Do we have Bibarel? We do have Bibarel. Okay. So in that case, I'm just going to fail it. And then I'm going to Ultra Ball these last two cards away. Get Bibarel. Grab us 5 more. Counter Gain. And let's get a third Snorunt. And then Painful Memories. Would have definitely liked to get a Froslass up, but just not in the heart of the cards. Alright, so if we were hitting with Azelf, what are we doing? Right now it's got... I can't see. We got 60, 80, 100, 120 going right now, 130. Which would not be enough to take out the Dialga V-Star. What I could do is move 20 damage onto it, which would get it to 210. We'll see. We'll figure this out, because it's going to take 40 more damage if it decides to hit me here. Okay, so we're getting the Star Chronos. He's killing me, taking 100 or taking 40 damage back. And let's give him another Snorunt, because we can afford to lose that. Alright, probably has a boss's orders. They usually love to play a high boss count because of plays like that. So let's see, what do we got? We got 100, 120, 140, 160. We can do 170 damage to it right now, so most likely what I'll do is I'll use Radiant Alakazam, move 10 damage over to it, hit it with the 170, and then take it out. Just kidding, we're not doing that. At least it's not a boss. So much energy. Okay. So now we're going to come up with Azelf. We do have a Froslass this time. We're going to play another Uxie. I don't think I really want Buddy-Buddy. No, I don't need that. So let's get rid of it. Let's put a Psychic, just a Psychic. And then let's also drop Munkidori. I'm gonna Iono. And wouldn't you know it, we did get our Alakazam back. That would have been great to have. Okay. Let me Artazon. And let me Deluxe Bomb. Industrious Incisors. Okay. I like this play. Let's do that. Let's do Uxie. And then we're going to smack everybody for 20 more. And you might be thinking, oh, why would you play Artazon? You can't even bench anything. You're right. I can't bench anything. However, we are hoping that he does. If he plays like a Magnemite or another Beldum or something like that, that's more damage that we're spreading. Very interesting that he hasn't played a second Dialga yet. Doesn't really have an attacker to back up. Probably Magnezone could be his next attacker. That's what I would do anyway. Alright, he failed his first Metal Maker. Artazon, yep, that's what we want. We want you to bench more stuff. He doesn't have anything to bench. Where's all your stuff, dude? Okay, yep, he is powering up the next Magazone. That's what we thought. Metal Blast, and he's going to take some damage back from that. Yikes. Okay. Gonna take a little bit of Freezing Shroud damage. Oh, you're gonna like this. You're gonna like this. I got an idea. Alright, so we're gonna do this. We are gonna move 30 damage off of ourselves. We're gonna move 10 damage off of Magnezone. Knock out the Dialga. Take 2 prizes. And we are still behind on prizes. So that means, while he's deciding, that means that we can use Arven, grab us our counter catcher. If he doesn't put up Magnezone, we're going to make it come out. And we're going to knock it out. And then we're going to knock out the 2 Matangs on the bench. And that's GG's. From 6 prizes down to nothing. He does put up the Magnezone. So, I don't really have to do any of that. I can just hit it for 240 and watch everything go down. Alright, Magnezone down. Just watch this, watch this. It's beautiful, it's beautiful. Come on. Come on. You know it's over. Concede. And don't concede. I want to watch it. Please. Please. Hello? Hello? Please. Don't concede. Oh, he's mad. He probably rage quit. Probably closed the app. And Freezing Shroud, thank God he didn't concede. Alright, and it goes down. Boom. Boom. Last 2, and that's game. Beautifully done. Love to see it. Alrighty, welcome back to game 3. He's got a Ceruledge coin. Maybe we will go up against Ceruledge. This would be a fun matchup. I've only gone up against it once, but I know that they play a ton of energy. Opponent won to flip and is deciding who goes first. Let me go second. Let me go second. And let me not start with Azelf or Snorunt this time, because I've been starting with that every single time today. Nice. Okay. We got Uxie. We got Munkidori. We got Bidoof. Charizard. Okay. An Ultra Ball would be nice to have next turn. But we'll see. Most likely he's just going to try to bench a Rotom and work from there. Unless he's not playing. What's the over-under? What are we thinking? Oh, he is playing. Okay. Whew. Can't really do anything, though. He's bricking. Alrighty. So let's Vengeful Punch. Let's try to thin a little bit. Let's get rid of Switch Cart. Yep. Grab these. Just because I'd rather not draw into an energy. Drawing into a Bibarel would be fantastic. But let's see. I am kind of hoping he does attach a second energy and hit me. Because if that's the case... Oh, okay. Ultra Ball, Ultra Ball. Charmeleon, perhaps? Nope, Charizard. Going straight for it. Does he have the knockout? Does he have a rare candy on hand? Yep, he's got it. Most likely going to grab him a rare candy and a forest seal. Yep. Well, I mean, Forest Seal won't do you much without a Rotom V. And a Duskull. Tell me you're boring without telling me you're boring. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and promote Munkidori then. Would love to get some kind of draw supporter. Cynthia's Ambition, maybe, would be great. Iono would be great. Arven would be great. Instead, we get Azelf. Alright, well, let's get Duskull in front. Hopefully we can buy ourselves a turn. Alright, so he's going to get Rotom V with that. He's already got the Forest Seal in hand. We can use that to bail himself out of the situation that he's in. Question is he just going to use that to attack with Charizard, or is he going to go for the Dusknoir play and knock out something on my bench? And go for the Charizard play. Nope, just going for the Charizard play. Alrighty. Bail me out, top deck, please. Please, I want to go 3-0 in a video. Azelf again. Come on. Alright, well I can do 70 damage. You know, if he had managed to get a full bench on turn 1 instead of just having the Charmander up, we actually could have done something here. Nope, Dusknoir is coming in, gonna take out one of our benched guys. Our other Azelf, okay. Bail me out, prize card. Froslass, come on. Yeah, if there's anything I know about single prize decks is that you should never concede until the game's over. But in this case, it ain't looking so good. So it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to put that on the Bidoof. Throw that there. And turn, offer him a GG. Couldn't really get anything going there. That's unfortunate. So because of that, I think I will give us a game 4. So let's do that. Let's go to game 4. So yeah, unfortunately that does happen sometimes. We will get a little bit bricky. We do play a pretty low supporter count, so if you want to cut anything to add some more draw support in there, I definitely understand that. Because you saw a perfect example of what happens when we can't get what we need. I do play 3 Ultra Ball in hopes that we can get our Bibarel up, but we didn't draw any of it that time. That's okay. And we start Snorunt again. Cloth. I love Cloth. Offer him a thumbs up right away. Love it. Love it. Alright, he couldn't really do anything there. So, let's go ahead and start getting our guys rolling. Let's get this and this. We don't have Bidoof, so let's keep that in mind. And I would very much like to thin. Let's not get anything here. And let's Cynthia's Ambition. Hopefully we can get something. Alright, we got Munkidori. And a Switch. Alright, so he was not able to do anything that first turn. I wonder if he... Okay, he's got Latios. And Secret Box, okay. What are we discarding? He does need to get a Brute Bonnet up. So he's probably going to grab himself a Nest Ball. What do we got? Cobalion, Professor's Research, and Switch Cart in the discard. What did we throw away? We threw away nothing we can use with Night Stretcher. However, we can use that Night Stretcher to get Uxie back next turn. Because we are probably going to lose Munkidori, if I had to guess. Artazon works. We do like that. Radiant Hisuian Sneasler. Not really going to make much of a difference because he's going to one-shot everything regardless. That's mostly just meant to take out bigger targets. We are not that big. Iono bails us out. We like that. Alright, so I do have a play for next turn. Most likely what I'm going to do is I'm going to promote Snorunt, Switch Card it out. Okay. Yeah, this is going to die. And so I'm gonna Heavy Ball first, see what we get. Okay, I think we're in good shape. Alright, let's do Munkidori. Let's Heavy Ball. We have our Bidoof in there, we already knew that. Gonna Artazon, grab us a new Uxie. Throw in a Vengeful Punch, throw in a Basic Energy. Switch Cart, send him up to the front. Let's go ahead and discard and grab one of each energy. Just because I don't like drawing into energy if I don't have to. And I'm going to go ahead and Painful Memories, hit everybody for 20. So now we got enough damage on the board so we can pretty much one-shot all the cloths with Azelf. Let's see, yeah. 40, so he's going to take 40 back. Alright, going to promote the Snorunt. Ultra Ball, okay. Let me first... Let's bench an Azelf. I think we're ready. Right? Yes? Yes. We are ready for you, Azelf. And I'm gonna Ultra Ball. Let's Ultra Ball both of the darks. Grab us Bibarel. Industriously in size. Good. That's 2 Froslass up in here. And I'm gonna Night Stretcher. Let's get Uxie back. Is that what we want? I guess. No. Let's just do this. Let's just slap on Dark Energy. And then use Buddy-Buddy to get Uxie back. That's fine. We'll just work with that because he's taking 10 more damage from the poison. And these are gonna hit everyone else. By the time it comes back to us, he's either going to have to knock out the Froslass in the active, which he probably will want to do that, or he's going to knock out the Munkidori to prevent himself from getting knocked out from that play. Yep, okay, he did Munkidori. So in that case, I am going to come up with Uxie again, because he is 20 away from getting knocked out. Also, I have not guaranteed my, this thing. Man, you almost had a single prizer deck. You just had to throw in a Latias in there, huh? Okay. So we got Artazon as well. Let's go ahead and get Munkidori. Yep, let's do that. Bibarel for 4 more. Deluxe Bomb, love it. Gonna do that. Gonna slap on the Counter Gain here. And then we're gonna Painful Memories. Alright, so if he knocks out our Uxie, he dies as well. If he bosses, he's probably going to go after, what, Munkidori again, or Froslass? Either way, the pressure's on. He needs to do something quick. He's running out of time to take out 3 prizes. And I don't think he has any way of taking multiple prizes in a turn, so that means that there will be at least 60 more damage done between now and then to all of his Pokemon. That is not including anything we can do with Uxie here. Benched a Pekarunt. Ooh, he got around the Deluxe Bomb. That's really clever. I like that. Alright. Don't have any more energy. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in the lost zone and then also take away the booster. That takes him out. Got another Azelf. Gonna go ahead and Luminous this one. I am gonna, yeah, let's go ahead and play this as well. And then let's Industrious Incisors. Now we can counter catch something else if we wanted to. Do I want the Cloth? The Cloth is gonna die. No, the Sneasler's gonna die, sorry. Here, let's go ahead and do this. Let's do the Latias. We're doing 330 damage to that Latias. Good God. Alright, so we're taking 2 prizes and I'm taking another one in between turns. Alright. So if he can't knock out 2 Pokemon this turn, I can just slap a Luminous on the Munkidori, give 30 damage to this Pekarunt, and it dies. Yeah, definitely a lot of stuff needs to happen for him to be able to win. Well, actually, what does Hyper Blower do? Does it? He doesn't get to choose, right? I get to choose. Oh, you know what I didn't think about? I didn't think about Bibarel. He's about to die. If he can knock me out, he might win. What happens now? This is a close one. Oh, that's it. Just barely. Yep. We lost our Bibarel. Oh, but you conceded. Okay, so there you go. So final verdict, I think this deck is unironically really good. I love me some single prize decks, so this was a lot of fun to play on the ladder. I'm going to keep tweaking it for consistency because our Game 3 was an example of us not drawing into anything we needed, and several times in those matches we did get bailed out by the opponent's Iono. Thank you everyone for making it this far. If you would drop a comment below with what I should try next, or what you would include to improve this deck, let me know. I read and respond to all the comments and I appreciate all of the engagement. Subscribe if you like the deep dive style of content, and remember, spread damage, not viruses. I'll see you next time.